All right, all right, all right. Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy, the insurance junkie, your fiduciary fella, the all-star advisor, Alonzo Hall. And today is our first episode of Husbands United. So today we're gonna talk about some things. Okay. Wiley, what's going on, brother? Today we're gonna talk about some topics and some different things and viewpoints and shit that we deal with as husbands, right? Because there's a lot of content in this space of single men who are ex-husbands, what have you, but not current husbands. And a lot of current husbands talk they shit about women, but they don't talk about it from a married perspective. I'm gonna talk about it from a happily married man perspective. And my guest hopefully will come on soon. He's going to talk about it from his perspective as well. But one of those things that we need to look at that's very important is looking at the entire picture, right? So, what do I mean when I say looking at the entire picture? Well, as men, as husbands, you are the head. It's like Voltron, right? So, if things are going to form and become Voltron, well, the head is where you see, so it needs to have the most vision because that's where the eyes are, that's where the brain is, right? So, as the head of the household, as the man, you do hold a lot of responsibility, but you have that vision, that foresight to see things, right? So, you have to see things differently than your wife and your children, just like a parent has to see things differently than their children, point blank, period. Right? You hear people say all the time to their children, I'm not your friend, I'm your parent. Well, it's the same thing here, right? As a husband, you are supposed to be a covering for your wife. So what happens? Well, a wife might get into a situation that requires the husband to step in. Prime example, many people have exes, right? We have people who are married with children that aren't biologically theirs, but they're in their household, right? People have pasts, right? You might be with a single mother. Personally, I don't believe in that, but the reality is at a certain age, especially in today's society, everybody got some kind of kid somewhere. So you'll have to deal with that. So as a man, you may have to deal with the aspect of someone's baby's father or your woman's baby's father or your wife's baby's father. Now we talk about things being difficult in these spaces because my baby da, 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 da. Hold on, y'all. Sorry about that. I had to handle a call. So a woman gets into a situation, you as the husband, right? She's in a situation with her child's father. So let's look at this from multiple aspects. One, as the father of the child. Well, you as the daddy, if she's married, she becomes the property of this man. That's why she's a Mrs. MRS, meaning belonging to Mr. Misters, right? What you mean to say, babe? Oh, Jesus. All right, Mrs. Hall. So, sh- so when she becomes your property, uh, you have a responsibility to obviously protect your property. So, as a man, you need to respect, okay, if this child of mine is living in this man's household, number one, I need to have some respect for this man and pay this man some form of reverence. If we all want to be kings, we have to move kingly. And as kings, right, we all have our own land, military force, whatever. But we don't always want to be going to war with every other kingdom. Salute, brother. Right? So, moving as a benevolent and an intelligent king, it would make sense to not start a war with that man and know, okay, he's using his resources to take care of my seed. So let me approach accordingly. Well, how do we approach accordingly? Well, one great way that you can do that is by simply look, I know my baby's mother, and I know she's going to get and want to back talk and all that, because that's generally how women are. So to avoid that, I go, okay, boom, let me talk to her husband. So now, as the husband, you have to be able to accept that and be like, okay, I know this ain't my kid. I know this guy wants to have a relationship with his kid. Now, here's the thing. Here's where we're going to cut the men from the boys, right? So, number one, don't be like, oh, my baby, that's my heart, but then you only pick her up once a fucking year. That's some bitch ass nigga shit. Don't be like, oh, that's my baby, that's my heart. I'm gonna do whatever. And then you pay $33 a fucking month in child support, you bitch ass nigga. Cause that's some bitch ass nigga shit. Right? That's not what we about out here. Right? Don't be that nigga and then think you gonna go talk to the husband who's actually providing for your child when you paying $33 a month in child support. And think that just because you spoke to him, he's gonna have some give a fuck about your situation, bro. Because $33 a month, yeah, that's a contribution, and it's hard out here for a pimp when you gotta go make that money for the rent. But he's doing that in some form of fashion if he's taking care of your seed. We got a guest in the building. We've got my man Chronicle Mac. What say you, brother? We're talking about Husbands United. We know you're a husband. So, this is an elite group. And I think it needs to be spoken
Yeah.
about in these spaces
So
because there's not enough of this influence. We got niggas like Kevin Samuels who's just out here and, he's doing his thing. And I follow him, salute to him. But it ain't from the prospective or perspective of an actual married man. Yeah, he's divorced and he's pointing out some shit. But at the end of the day, other countries in the world think very much like hypergamous women, and the men think the same way. But what say you, brother?
what's happening? Go on for a minute. I'm trying to set up my mic. Give me one moment.
Yeah, I was gonna say your mic is mad low. But at any rate, so you need to have reverence for these niggas who are taking care of your fucking kids. Now, like I said, I personally don't believe in getting with a woman with kids. If I was single, I'd probably have a difficult time or I'd be dating a younger woman than me because I'd need some. Now, I ain't talking about a fucking kid, someone in their 20s, but I wouldn't be trying to get with a woman who has a kid. You can call that selfish, but I don't because child support is hard, but supporting your child is hard too. Right? Especially
And
if
that's your
it ain't
preference.
my child. If you're trying to speak, say it again.
That's it, and that's your preference. Just like if you don't want to date a skinny lady or a skinny woman, you don't have to.
Facts. Yo, your mic's
It's
still
your
mad low.
preference. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I can barely hear you too on this. That's the sad part.
Word. Hold up. Let me I'm not sure, Brody, because it's mad low right now.
What about now?
No, you still,
Still low?
yeah, it's still low. Hold up. Let me see something.
Hmm.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, you sound better now.
So, what is our topic? What's the topic today? What are we talking about? I missed that.
So basically, this is episode one of Husbands United, and we're talking about dealing with exes or dealing with dealing with exes basically on multitudes of sides. So right now, what I was speaking about is a situation where, let's say, you've got women who have kids who are currently married, right? So a
Okay.
woman with a kid who's married, no doubt appreciate it, Wally. Yeah, make sure if you can hear, well, I guess you could hear, so I don't need to have you press that one. Anyway, before we continue, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, support channel growth by hitting the cash app. Support channel growth by hitting the cash app. You can schedule a one-on-one consultation with a licensed financial professional, or you can purchase life insurance directly up to $1 million with an instant decision and no medical exam. The links are in the description. So as we proceed to give you what you need, also make sure you follow my man Chronicle because he's the one who did my first interview, which explains the why of why I sell life insurance. I also want to talk about the rapper Slim 400, but we'll talk about that later. I do have to be short today because I realized I have a 1 o'clock appointment. Um, but so in terms of, right, is a situation where if you're a father of a child, right, but you're not with the woman and you still want to interact with the child, right? You got YouTube on in the back?
Yeah. Hold on.
All right.
Better. Cool.
Hey, I just muted your other joint. There we go.
All right. There we go. You hear me better?
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. So one of the things that I think is responsible is to talk to her husband. And the reason I think that that's responsible is because we, as men, can also know our wives or our girlfriends, our fiancés, what have you, right? And we know sometimes they can get into situations where we're like, oh, bitch, shut the fuck up. But we're not going to say that because come hell or high water, we're going to defend our property, which is our wife, right? And she's not just our property. I don't want to make it seem that crazy, but that's how it is, right? Not only is our property, that's our heart, right? When you pick a spouse over the kids, that spouse is your partner for life. So it's Bonnie and Clyde on some real life shit. But again, a lot of people don't even take it that serious. Now, I'm far from religious, but you know how I feel about marriage. It's an oath you took before God and the people that you love. So, what do you think about that responsibility of a baby's father if his baby's mother is now in a relationship or especially married, that if he wants to deal with his child, he should go through the male of the house, the man of the house?
So there are situations where you actually see, the husband and the baby father actually get along because they have a common goal, they have a common interest. They want to see whether it's the daughter or son or stepson or stepdaughter do something positive in their life, right? I believe that it's good to have that relationship. I also believe it is good to go through the man of the house when said person is married, because it's no longer just a single mother with the boyfriend, or or even vice versa. A single father with a girlfriend. It's now man and wife. Y'all said y'all vows. Y'all put them rings on. You're devoting all your time, your efforts, and your love to making that relationship pop and blossom. I mean, I do think baby mothers, baby fathers should go through the man or the woman of the house, so everything could be out there on the table. There's no surprises, no hidden agendas. But that's only if the person that you're talking to actually have a brain and common sense. You
Oh,
know,
my fault. Hold on. You can hear what I'm doing, huh? I'm
I,
messing.
I know what you're doing. Um, you know, certain people like yourself, you will never go after or date a person that has kids, and that's cool. It's nothing wrong with that. But for the people out there that do, there's nothing wrong with that either. It's how you handle yourself. It's how you carry yourself. You can't call yourself a man and want to step to the man of the house that's doing everything, paying the bills, making sure food is on the table, making sure everybody has what they need when you don't even come and see your child. Or say you're the man of the house when the only thing you do is pay $33 in child support every other week. Or say that you cannot go into another man's house and think that you run the house. That's a big no-no. I don't know where they do that at, but I think nowadays a lot of these guys have feminine ways about them. I don't think,
What do you mean by that?
meaning you have, here we go, typical example right here. You are a person, baby daddy and wife doesn't get along. Baby daddy start cursing, yelling at the wife, and doing all this other thing. The husband hear this, the husband step in. Now the tone totally changes.
Okay.
You call the husband into play. Here's another. You call the husband into play. Okay, well, how about your husband have that same how about your husband have that same energy you have, right? So the husband hear this, the husband get on the phone with that same energy that his wife had, because that's his wife, and nobody's gonna talk to his wife no type of way. Now can I curse on here?
Yeah.
So now you bitch up, right? Now it's all nah, bro. It's not even that serious. I just want to know about my daughter. Like, you want to know about your daughter, that's cool. That's perfectly fine. I don't think nobody should be away from their kids, should be taken away from their kids. None of that. I think, kids need their parents in their life. It's a thing, though, when you can argue with a married female, but now when a man steps into a picture, now it's moms. Or you say, okay, yo, where's your husband? I'm gonna punch him in his face, right? Or whatever. And then the husband get in on the phone and, okay, so you're gonna punch you in the face. You know what?
Right.
Say no
But
more. Say no
here's
more.
my question, right? It should it be allowed to escalate to that point, or should the husband step in prior? Right. And
Listen,
here's why. Hold on. Here's why I asked that, because it's right. What happens is we get lulled into senses of security, but because it's not like you become a husband or wife overnight, right? It happens over time. So obviously, there's got to be interaction. Which, like you said, I agree. The man shouldn't be speaking to you until you're the husband. Other than that, if you're just the boyfriend, girlfriend, then none. He said, "I'm not going that far into it." Now, I personally think, you should probably, at that point, have established some boundaries. So, dude, and the like, I think like this, right? If you are involved with somebody and your boyfriend and girlfriend, then you can't interact because you have no say so over that person's life. But when you become married, everything falls on, in my opinion, the husband, right? In terms of authority. Does that make sense?
Definitely, it most definitely does.
All right. Um, so with that ultimate authority, sometimes decisions have to be made, right? Like, I might know my wife likes or is XYZ of an attitude, and I know she might pour fire on my flame often. Right? So I might try to douse that by going, okay, I know she be pressing my buttons. I'm sure if she's had an interaction with this dude, she's probably gonna press his buttons. And he might say some wild shit that causes me to have to violate. Or situations where shit, you might be in a situation where your wife says something and it fucks up a vibe that you was trying to create. And then you're like, damn, shut the fuck up. But you can't really tell her to shut the fuck up because she's fucking up a vibe, because you also have to make sure to protect her. And dudes might step over their boundaries and make you have to protect her.
And you know what? Getting on the tail end of that one. Listen, parents are supposed to be able to communicate with each other. Right.
Ooh, okay.
When it comes to the kid, if you're no longer with that person, it shouldn't be about who the person is dating, who the person is marrying, none of this other shit. It should be about, all right, how's my kid doing? Is she all right? Is he all right? Do they need anything? Oh, okay, everything's good, everything's taken care of. All right, well, let me come and get my child. Since this is the most important person that I say and I claim is the most important person in my heart, let me come get her. Let me not wait a whole year. Let me do something. Let me actually do some of the things that I say I am going to do. Let me show my child that, you know what, this is what a parent does. A parent is dependable. Yes, parents, we don't have, funds to do everything that our child want all the time. It's granted, but when you negate that responsibility and somebody else have to pick up that slack, plus deal with their own kids, it's crazy. It's not right. First of all, first and foremost, you can't, like I said, you can't, when you're just the parent, you're just one parent in this whole situation. So you have to make your way to.
Oh shit. My fault, bro.
No,
I
that's
had to
cool.
go back.
You have to make your way to this two-family home for what? To cause a conflict or have conflict resolution? Which one? Right? Motherfuckers be so in their feelings and feeling so intimidated and demasculated because somebody else is picking up the slap, not because the person really want to pick up the slap, but because this is what marrying somebody who have a kid entails.
Right?
You feel me? Like, regardless, it's what it entails. You're not. I'm not just taking care of her. You're not just taking care of her. You're taking care of what she brings along with her. Vice versa. You have a kid. She marries you. She knows what comes along with that.
Right.
I think I think you have people that feed on others' downfall and don't want nothing but to see them on their ass and hope that nothing good happens. And this is what you get. You get, and this is talking about a guy. This is not talking about any female. This is strictly what I'm saying now is to one particular person. Is you get these boys, because they're not men, that they'll say some shit to the woman, but won't say it to you. They won't stand on what they say to you. They backtrack out of it, and that's the shit I don't like. You feel me? Like, if you feel some type of way, you should be able to bring it to me, because I'm gonna tell you straight up, I don't like you, or I'm gonna tell you straight up, you're not welcome here. It's no hiding. It's no nah. It's no. It's not no pretending that we're cool and we're not cool. It's no because you think you can get away with saying stuff to certain people. Like I said, once you get married, once that happens, and she I don't want to use the word property, but that is the other half of me. Therefore, you hurting her, you hurting me. You hang up the phone, you do whatever. We're the ones that's still there, that's dealing with it. It's understandable why some guys don't want to deal with single mothers, but it's understandable why some single mothers feel the way they feel. You have these guys that think it's cool to put their hands on and batter women and take and take phones and tie them up and try to and treat them like a hostage and all this other shit. So when somebody else that's want to do something better, now they got that stuck in their head. This is it's crazy. I
Right.
can't I can't talk about any other race except I can't about no other ethnic group except mine.
Well, you are what you are, so that's pretty much what you can speak about.
You know what I mean? Like this shit is wild. This shit is crazy. Like anybody, the motherfuckers need to be shipped off to another island. Like if you a deadbeat, you don't give a fuck about your kid, then hey, don't get mad at somebody that's doing more than you.
Right.
$33 don't even fill my tank up.
Huh?
Like what the fuck are you supposed to do with $33 in child support?
Nothing. But see, that's the problem. What man worth his own salt can only pay $33 a month in child support, right? Not even for the fact that that's not a lot of money for the child, but what about yourself? You can't expend $33. Like, we drop more than that. And I'm gonna do this about, I lead everything to life insurance because it's a great wealth accelerator. But we spend more than that on fucking Xbox fucking memberships. Like, you know what I'm
Like
saying?
yo, for real, you got money to buy a new phone, you got money to buy a new PlayStation and all this other, but you can't chip out a couple $100, you know what I mean, to get your daughter something, or you can't fucking you can't show up to just take her out for a lunch or a breakfast or dinner or to a theme park, whatever it is.
Right.
Because then it comes down to now you tell that's another thing. Whatever you tell her on your side, it goes against whatever we say, right? And I have to let you know. And I told him, I'm like, yo, you don't run nothing over here.
Right.
Like that's the one thing. Like I don't care about any other shit. Is the simple fact that before I even take this shit any further, we got to get this one thing clear. Yeah, you can tell her what to do, but you can't tell nobody in this house what to do. And with her being under this roof, you definitely have no say so in what goes on, whether we want to take things away because she's acting up or give them back.
Right.
Half the shit you
Right.
don't
You
buy
have
anyway.
control over.
Half the shit you don't buy anyway. Or I ain't even gonna say half the shit, all the shit you don't buy. You see her for once, you see her once a year, you get her some sneakers, that's it.
Right.
How's your
So that's
grades?
crazy.
You don't care. How are you feeling? You don't care. No, they don't. Ugh. And that's another thing. That's another thing. Now it comes to court. You want to take somebody to court, right? You want to take somebody to court. Oh, okay, I'm gonna get my daughter. But the crazy thing is, anybody come to my place, you see, like you're not starving. You have way, you have way more better stuff than either of us do. We try to make your life comfortable. Problem is when you got punk ass people like him that don't know how to enforce, like, okay, there's chores to be done. There are rules to follow. Crazy thing is, not even to put this business out, but it's bad when the school have to hold a meeting because now this one talking about, well, I don't need school. My daddy told me I don't need school. Like
Whoa.
what? Like what? Cool.
See, here's the thing. So, right now we're looking at it from multiple positions because a lot of the time in these spaces we look at it from the perspective of um the man himself, right? But just the man who's basically experiencing, we'll say it, the quote unquote punishment of not having his child, right? And then we never speak about, like the people who step in as stepfathers, right? So, right now they'll get called things like simps, right? By well, I won't call niggas a simp, whatever, whatever, but they'll get called niggas like simps or what have you. And the problem with that is society is my priority,
All right.
right?
Yeah,
So
I'm
you're
going.
worried about the bigger picture, right? In terms of, well, this is a whole motherfucking person, right? That I got to deal with, regardless of the situation, because it is what it is, right? So people will call that toxic or whatever, whatever, because it's empowering the woman to know that they can just find someone to save them or what have you. But in reality, life happens, right? So let's see this. Greg O says the only case in which child support should be paid by a party is when one has full custody, and therefore has the burden of providing the needs. The other party needs to support the child by paying support for some needs. Cases with a joint custody uh, of any child support is legal. Bro, $33 ain't a transfer of wealth. Get the fuck out of here with that. But um, eh, shit, man, he could spend that $33 a month on a life insurance policy and get more for her. Literally. This shit's crazy. But anyway, so in looking at that, I'm also on my 1 o'clock appointment, but it's a training course. So I may be distanced a little bit. And now I feel you about the principle, bro, but the principle is if you're going to say this child is your heart and this, that, and the third, and fuck the money, my nigga, go get your kid. Right? So,
That's
in the
it.
manner that you go get your kid, is you talk to the fucking husband. Now, this is when it's the husband. Children are being. That's why you deal with the. If a man is dealing with the mother, right? Not as a boyfriend, but if he's gonna make her his wife, now he's dealing with this child, and this child becomes his. He knows that the child still belongs to the other man, right? Let me give you a perfect example. My wife, right? My wife, father, she's a fucking daddy's girl. Am I right, bro?
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna touch that one.
All right. She's a daddy's girl, right? And she looks up to her father and holds him in high esteem, right? So he's a very serious example of manhood to her. Now, she does have a stepfather who's married to her mother, and they interact cordially, right? So her father comes around and he's invited to all the family events and everything,
Mm-hmm.
um, as is her stepfather. So when they interact, it's cordial, and this has been this way since she's been a child, right? So they would interact with each other to interact with my wife, their daughter, right? So they'd be like, hey, so on and so forth. Hey, what's up, bro? Hey, what's up, bro? Oh, chilling, chilling. Yeah, I'm coming to see my daughter. Okay. Okay. I'm coming to take my daughter. Okay. Okay.
Nah, and that's true because he used to come take all of us.
All
Like,
right.
yeah, like that was the cool part about it. But nah, this is a different situation in the fact that you can have somebody who comes at you one way, present themselves one way, face to face. They present themselves as a stand up dude. Yo, I know what you're doing. Yo, good looking for what you're doing. I know you got your kid to watch out, and you taking care of mine too. And then it's the shit you don't hear that you don't hear until after the fact. And then you hear the little innuendos, and like I said, I'm not boisterous. I don't do none of that. Like it's I really don't have time to go back and forth with anybody. I don't like going back and forth with anybody on the phone. I definitely don't like doing it in person, but I would prefer to do it in person than over the phone.
I feel
When like I said, like I told you earlier, when you can say something out the side of your face, but then you don't want to stand on it when the person you asking for is you didn't know they was right there. That's the problem I have.
right.
Stand
All
on
right.
what you say.
Keep going, bro. I'm listening.
It's not hard. Stand on what you say. If you really feel some type of like, yo, for real, if it's me, if I'm iffy about about anything, yo, bro, can I talk to you? Yo, when are you free? You want to link up here? We talk it out, whatever, yo, bro. I don't, yo, my daughter told me this, or my son told me this, and da da da, like, you know what I mean? It's the way you handle shit. You know what I mean? But then you can't. It's weird because then you see a mentality. You see it's a mentality. You see how the child acting, and you see how the father acting. You be like, okay, this is the bullshit that he's feeding you.
Mm,
So it's crazy. You have one parent that does everything for you
right.
that gets no love. Oh, you don't love me. Then you got the one that don't do shit at all, except pop up once a year like he's Santa Claus.
Mm,
You know what I mean? It's shit like that that I've seen the whole two different families coming together and this shit working out. I've seen it. Like that's cool. Like I
right.
said, you don't marry a person because she just look good. You marry a person because that's the person you want to be with. You see
Right.
yourself with her. You see yourself in her. You see her in you. That's the reason. You know that's somebody that you want to go to the end of the earth with.
Right.
Ups and downs.
Soldiers
Hell,
United.
shit. Come on, bro. I just got shot in May.
Nothing.
She held me down from May until what, September, basically.
Facts.
Didn't ask for anything, didn't want nothing, just wanted to make sure I was good. Just like how am I to turn my back on a lady that just want to make sure that her man is good?
Facts.
Like, and how do it sounds that the lady that loves me so much, I'm gonna let some other dude talk to her any type of way.
Mm.
And that baby daddy, whatever, that shit really don't hold no weight. Like nigga, you the only thing you have in this whole shit is your daughter.
So
Nothing
I mean,
else.
in a lot of them situations, that's all the niggas want. But we have to realize, and here's something that I've noticed. Like I said, I'm impartial to shit, right? So we got to look at, not when we're just looking at the men, we have to look at the women, and we can't be manipulated, right? Women like to play both sides. Even when they do become married, right? They like to be like, well, shit, let me see what kind of power I got. Because, this nigga's my baby daddy, so I got him forever. This nigga gave me a ring, so I got him forever. Let me play games and have these niggas battle it out. And sometimes a woman could get into some shit and just and you'd be like, bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'ma backslap you. And
Nah,
you
and you
don't.
know what? Like I said, but that comes with the territory. There is no relationship in the world where there hasn't been a time where somebody, I just can't stand your fucking ass, god damn it. That
Yeah,
comes and goes. That's the part about being married. Like you learn to grow and love and love on different levels.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Me marrying this one is the best thing. Somebody else marrying somebody else going through some bullshit and they baby daddy is out there. It is crazy. 'Cause my brother-in-law, he's going through this shit. That's why I can really speak about it. Cause my brother-in-law is really going through the shit.
mm,
And he said, like, yo, bro, and it's the conversation that he had, and I'm like, I dig it. Like, you have your kids, you have your kids, and some sad that happens like that, but it do. It's like, yo, you try to talk to him. You try, yo, listen, bro, nothing but respect. If you got a problem with me, just bring it to me. Like,
man,
I know these is your kids and da 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 da, or however. I forgot how many kids homeboy had, but he's like, yo, I know these are your kids, but I'm taking care of them.
mm,
You can't say nothing in here without that going through me.
facts.
That's it. That's all it takes. Some people is going to be all right. Some is going to be whatever. The crazy shit is, it's like you're doing a disservice to the child
Right.
because you arguing back and forth with somebody. You arguing back and forth, and then in certain situations, the child are playing both of the parents.
Mm, yeah, we ain't even talk about how
Like
manipulative kids can be. Cause
let's be all the way 100 with this shit across the board. And I know I've seen this shit with my own eyes. They love going back. Well, she told me I couldn't do this, and then she slapped me across the face, or he didn't let me do this, and like yo, for real, like it goes both ways. Like you got to realize, like yo, some of these kids are just as trifling as, I'm not gonna say both the parents, because both parents might not. It might just be one. They always get that fucking shit for one of them.
mm-hmm.
In this case, it happened to be the father, right? Because you can talk to somebody and see somebody motive. You can see how they are. You can feel, you can check their temperature. You know the vibes.
Right.
Like I said, anybody who stands up, anybody who can stand up and go back and forth and threaten to do this and that to the woman, but since the man step in, it's all mums. You know what type of person he is.
It
I
says
think
what?
you said something earlier, which was cool. You said something earlier about homeboy homeboy end up beating up the boyfriend or something, right?
Hold up.
Homeboy
I'm getting my sunflower seeds. I gotta give me a bottle of water. This is entertaining right here, Brody.
I'm just
All
saying.
right. Let me
But
see what he says here. Hold up. He says, I respect you dudes. I value my peace. Uh, and prosperity too much. I'm so much more efficient working on my grind without extra drama. My home is where I come to recharge after battling the world.
And that's
Listen, unfortunately, that sounds nice, but the reality of life is this, bro. When we're out in them jungles, motherfuckers bring drama to your door. You know what it's like out there, bro. It ain't no. Why you think Malcolm X was at his window with an AK? It wasn't because it was, yeah, when you cross that threshold inside, you looking for that peace, but you got to protect that peace. I understand what you mean, though. Like I said earlier, on the chessboard, you have to not be bickering with the queen so that your opponent doesn't take your property. But, but yeah, continue, bro.
I mean, sometimes it's good to give up the queen though.
Mm, you got a point, yeah.
But no, for real, I don't know. It's just one of those things. Like, uh, it's always some hateful motherfuckers out there that don't want to see people succeed,
Mm-hmm.
or they always preying on somebody's downfall. Like, and that is the truth. Like after battling the fucking world, the last thing anybody want to fucking do is go home and get into some other shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? When you're trying to wind down, like it doesn't matter. Like to each his own. The realest shit I'm gonna say is know your lane and stay in your fucking lane.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, seriously. Motherfuckers be out here reaching.
I
Really,
say,
really fucking reaching. And don't know the shit that can happen from reaching too fucking much.
mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's the difference when it's girlfriend and boyfriend and all this other shit. You see how these slow motherfuckers be wilding out. It's a difference when it comes from boyfriend girlfriend to you messing with somebody husband or you messing with somebody.
Husband and wife. Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't
No,
do
I
that.
feel you, bro.
It shouldn't be no toleration for that at all. Like I said, once you say something, I expect you to stand on that. So when we see each other, it shouldn't be, hey bro, what's up? Nah, we all that same shit, that same energy you had then, you need to have now. Like, especially no, I say that because you gotta understand, a lot of times people don't go looking for problems.
No, I know.
So if a problem is brought to you, then it's
But
like,
you wasn't looking for problems and you got shot. So,
you feel me? Like, nigga, I was at work. I was getting off of work and I get shot. I don't even know where the fuck the shit came from.
yeah.
Like,
At least I had beef with niggas.
yo, that's the weird shit. Like, yo, nigga, you had problems. Niggas hit your ass 5 times. I ain't had no problems. The only problem I had was Uncle Sam. And if Uncle Sam sent them motherfuckers, then that's a different story.
Well, no, let me stop.
Like shit. But
That's some real shit, bro.
you know what I mean? I don't know. It's for some reason people think it's cool to try to be the tough guy.
Yeah. I don't like that tough guy shit,
Like,
nigga. You
like
definitely don't like it when you got pains at night, colostomy bags. Niggas don't know what a shit bag is. That's a
no, I'm saying
colostomy
like
bag.
yo,
That means you got shot, your stomach don't work, nigga. You can't hold the shit you eat, nigga.
stomach don't work, intestines fucked up. Like, come on, man.
Like,
But a lot of these dudes be capping.
yeah.
That's it. That's all I have to say to that. They be capping. Like they they live in this fantasy world. They have a persona. All right, I know everybody got problems with Uncle Sam. Yup. Yo, but nah, they really be capping. They be having these personas like they wrestlers and shit. Oh, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat your husband ass. Husband walking. You gonna do what? Nothing, my brother. How are you doing? How was your day?
Right.
What? Like, yo, it's weird because how do you respond to that?
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
Maybe one of your people out there that's looking at this can answer that. How do you respond to somebody who yo, I'm gonna be I'm gonna punch you in the face. Oh word, yo, where you at, son? We can get it out. No, bro, that was just to get your attention. You like, it's not that serious.
Yeah.
Do you think they should stand on that? That's what I want to know. Or,
Well, it
or
depends. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
or do you just sweep it under the rug and let it go? Because right then and there, you already know you pussy.
Mm. I think they need to stand on it straight like that. But and like I said, it really depends because some shit is just. I mean, that's reality rap, right? So niggas got to stand on that shit. I ain't even gonna hold you, son. But
But then at the
like,
same time, I want them to stand up. But at the same time, I feel like after when a motherfucker, when you ask a motherfucker, and it's not like they in your face, it's over the phone. When a motherfucker backtrack over the phone, like, nah, bro, it's not that serious. Then it's like, yo, for me, am I to pursue this? Am I a fucking bully if I pursue this shit? Because you said that. I didn't say this. You said it. But now you backtracking. Nah, I didn't even mean it like that. That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean,
These motherfuckers is weirdos.
fat. Yo, these motherfuckers is weirdos. Yo, nigga, you wild, son.
No,
But I feel you.
they're fucking weirdos. They really are. Like I try, you know how I'm trying to build my channel. I'm trying to build my channel just on some real positivity and all this other shit, and do everything else. I might go into a story about what happened to me. I don't have problems that occur right now in my life.
Nah, I feel you.
You understand? Besides the whole me getting shot shit, like I said, that's the only shit that I have that occur in my life.
Mm.
And
I
that's the
think
scary part because I don't know who did it.
that's the gang, nigga. In
Like,
order to get in the
the
Husbands
funny thing,
United, you gotta get shot and get married.
like yo, like that's the part.
Gang, LHD.
I'm
Now let me
scared of
stop.
anything. I'm just scared of that because I'm like, I don't know who did it.
Nah, I
Yeah,
feel you.
well, yeah, I wasn't the intended target, but I was the victim of this.
Man.
This is one of those weird things, right? But then on the flip side of this, I'm dealing with you deal with somebody that yo, all right, you like 6'3", 6'4", whatever. Okay. It's funny because then you backtrack. I'm only 5 foot, 5'9".
Mm.
I'm not big at all.
Okay.
And you backtrack from a small dude like me, that lets me know you pussy. And I can say, I'm saying, bro, you see me face to face.
All right.
Like, if you really felt like like any real, I told you this, any real parent, like something happened to my baby boy, I don't give a fuck where the fuck I'm at. I'm heading there.
Right.
I ain't talked to my dad in fucking 6, 7 years. I got shot. He was on the first thing smoking.
Damn. My father made fun of
Uh,
me for getting shot.
No, I have to get something from the storage of my mom, and I don't know the code. She doesn't remember the code to access the building.
so the code,
Mm. Whoops. Well, we'll get back to that in a second. Um, real life happens in real situations. He's a prostitute for a living, so he's going and getting a blowjob for $50. No, let me stop. um, again, the reason I'm relating this all together: $33 every 2 weeks for child support, and we do shit like complain, well, this woman is wasting my money on a new car or whatever. Now, she's married, so if you're paying $33 every 2 weeks, you could use that same money on a life insurance policy that'll build cash value. And you can do that from the day the child is born. If you put yourself on child support prior to. Now, what does that do? That allows you the avoidance of a situation where your wife marries and you ain't got shit in place for yourself and you got another man beating down on you. What do I mean by this? Well, again, dudes be like, well, damn, I can't deal with my child because my baby mama, Now, most of the time, her husband don't even know about it. So you need to approach the husband. Look, bro, I don't want no problems. Here's the deal. You know how your wife is. You know she's Now imagine when she's mad at you 365, like I am with her because we're separated. Congratulations to y'all and y'all's arrangement. I want nothing but the best for you. But I just want to deal with my child. And since she's your missus, I'm trying to deal with my child through you to avoid dealing with her so that you and I don't have any interruptions. Maybe we could be good friends, have a beer together. Because I'm going to be involved in my child's life. There's not much of a rebuttal a real man's going to say to you. Now, if he's some lame ass bitch ass nigga who's living off of her, maybe, yeah, he might be like, oh, and try to flex some bravado.
In a perfect world, that's how that works. This world ain't perfect. Neither am I.
What do you
But
mean?
in a perfect world, you can have a conversation with your ex's significant other if you have problem with your ex, and it can go smoothly from there. Because
Mm,
there are a lot of women. I'm not going to say some. There are a lot of women, just like there are a lot of dudes who are the cause for their relationships to go to shit.
mm-hmm.
You wish shit. If it's my ex, I'm gonna wish the next man, hey, yo, good luck with that, bro.
Yeah, that was funny.
Nah, you need to put that back and pull that back up.
That was mad funny. But listen, man. Yeah, these sunflower seeds is cracking, boy.
Yo, bro, I got a Whopper right here.
Oh, where? You
Yeah,
ain't had Burger King in a minute, son.
I don't really fuck with Burger King except for the onion rings. Those
Yo,
about
the onion rings be slapping.
that'll be about the only thing. So,
Now, I fucks with Burger King hard body.
like, yo, here's the funny thing, right? So I'm at work right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was a it was a problem between the husband and
Nigga, I'm at work too. I'm training.
I mean, it's a problem between a husband and a wife. They couldn't come to terms on who's going to get what property and da 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 da. So this is the realest shit that this motherfucker said. He said, "Yo, listen, I don't care. You can have the furniture, you can have the TV, you can have all of that. Only thing I want is the fucking dog. You can have the car. It's cool. Give me a hoopty. You could just take the fucking car and leave and go the fuck on." And she's standing there. She was like, it's like she wanted to go argue back and forth with him. She wanted to go back and forth, back and forth. Once he said, "That's it," like she can have it. Do I need to sign anything just so it can be all be hers? He signed the paper, walked the fuck out. She started bawling. Right. In that
Facts.
instance, I knew who was the reason for that shit to go to shit. I knew who was to argue, who's the one that started the arguments just off of that. Because you want to argue with this man about this, and he said, "Listen, I don't have time to argue with you.
Mm.
You can have all this stuff. You're the one that's arguing with me about all this. That shit is petty. I can get it back. You can have all of it. I just want my dog."
Motherfucking John Wick.
Like, yo, for real, right? Yo, come to think about it, he did kind of he was slim like Keanu too. Had the fucking hair shit did in his little fucking suit. He was with the shit. He was like, yo, it's a waste of time. Like
Wow.
this husbands united shit. This is cool.
Yeah, nigga, I told you it's an exclusive gang, nigga. You gotta catch a bullet to get in. Now let me stop.
Like word, right? But that's all. That's it. That's all it is a whole bunch of bravado. That's it, man.
I mean, listen, that's what I'm saying. But in order to overcome that, I really feel as if you got to speak to the husband. And in my opinion, right, it the biggest issue is this, because there do be a lot of bravado. Like, for example, let me see. When Grego was saying, imagine having to deal with a nagging queen, we hear shit like this all the time. But the problem is, in being a king, do you have what it takes to not have a nagging queen? Right? Can you do shit like be on fucking live and say you own a woman and then say hi, Mrs. Hall, and have her fucking brother come up on live with you?
Like yo,
Or are we just going internet bravado? Right?
yo,
Like,
I'm
you know where I'm at right now. You know your sister can hear every fucking thing I'm saying, and you hear it. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, we not internet niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I guess what it is.
yo, and that be that funny shit because I don't argue. I don't argue with my wife.
Uh,
Like we have it out for maybe one day. Even then, that's her talking, and I ain't gonna lie. I am one of the ones once I get tired. Yo, shut the fuck up. But it be sometimes they be trying to say some hurtful shit, right?
oh my God.
They trying to say some hurtful shit. They don't realize you can't hurt me no more than my mother already did. So shut the fuck up.
You know what? See, that's funny too. That's something we need to look at, right? Because a lot of the time, single mothers do. He said, "Bro, I dropped the last one I was dealing with because she tried to I have no time for that ish." I think he might be talking about the double control. I'll get back to that, but it's funny. I have a young relative who has a child who her son said that. He was like, I don't, nobody can hurt me because the way my mother talked to me. And we have to be cognizant of that. These often black mothers say some of the wildest shit to to their sons.
Real.
And I understand that you're trying to toughen us up or whatever, whatever, but you're not helping build a man or what you think a man is. I get it, saying shit, sticks and stones may break my bones and words will never hurt me, but you're psychologically affecting men. And now you got a lot of motherfuckers running around talking fucked up, but that's because they've been fucked up. Now, I understand women, y'all are in a fucked up situation, but don't perpetuate the fucked up in this by doing what you now don't coddle the motherfucker too much neither, because that's how you also send these mixed signals to men. Because on one end, from childhood till 18, we're your baby boy, but you talk to us crazy. But then at 18, nigga, you a grown ass man, go out there and pay this rent. Bitch, I was just your baby yesterday.
Yo, that's how that should be. Or get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Like, hey, been there, done that.
You know.
Like,
I
yo,
know.
real like that, and that's the crazy shit. Like, and I told my wife this. I said, yo, it's not for me to get up and fucking leave. I said,
Yeah.
I'm like, she's like, how can you say that? I say, yo, cause you know how many times my mother done fucking did some shit. Oh, get the fuck out to me or my brothers and shit.
Thanks.
Like that's nothing. All right, I'm not wanted here. I'm not wanted here. No fucking problem.
Mhm.
I guarantee you, before I hit that door, you're gonna be crying.
You could get that. I got you.
Cool.
So, yeah, that's another thing, man. Like being able to let go of shit. Let's see. He says, young boys need fathers, real men in their lives. Well, that's very true, man. We also have to look at the example of a man that we're giving him, right? Um, like we can't do dumb shit like own businesses and go to jail. Like that shit's not really the best thing to do. Um, that's not a it, well, I can't say we can't do dumb shit like own businesses and go to jail because people who own very large multinational corporations go to jail all the time. Niggas get caught every day, be alright. They just got the money to wash that shit away, right? Like my nigga 50 Cent said, I'm stupid rich, still doing some stupid shit cause he's stupid rich. um, so you know, real men is relative. It's levels to the shit. You know what I'm saying? But I understand what you mean, Brody. But hardworking or just working and essentially. And let me land this plane, Brody. So, you got to look at like the principle, like what the fuck is the substance of the man, right? Because again, you can have bitch ass niggas who just want to sit up and drink your juice and eat your fruit snacks all day and shit. Don't get me wrong, I'll fuck a bitch and eat some fruit snacks and drink some juicy juice too.
For it gotta be Welch's.
Listen, yo, one time I ain't even gonna hold you. Never mind, I ain't even gonna tell you that right now. But
I'm just saying. No, you know what? My whole thing. This is how I'm gonna wrap this up. My whole thing is you gotta be you gotta really stand on what you mean and what you say. I'm big on morals. That's
Fact.
me, right? I will come to you and talk to you respectfully. I'm not young. I'm not in high school. I'm not in middle school. There's no reason for me to come or like nah, that's not even me. Like that's not even my character. For real. Cause that's the one thing that gets you far is how your character is.
Yeah,
You remember what I was telling you? I got a person over here that wanna back a podcast
fact.
to be a financial backer for it. So I'm like, and he said straight up, he said it's because of your character. You look me in my eye, you talk to me, you tell me straight up, either you can do this or you can't do this or whatever. It's no bullshit. That's what we need. And another thing is, as black men, we gotta hold each other fucking accountable.
Big facts.
Like I'm all for pulling somebody else up and helping them get you. You already know that, Alonzo. Like I have no problem helping out and giving ideas or helping you get started or something. But I don't do that pussyfooting and that little pumping out my chest, trying to be big and shit, like just to get the shit deflated by a little nigga.
Facts.
Like,
With a big gun.
you
Or
feel
even
me?
worse, a little gun.
Like,
And
yo,
little bullets
like, yo,
bounce
the
around your
little
body.
shit go pew, and that's it.
Pew pew.
Pew pew. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, see that nigga, that shit used to be funny till you got shot, right?
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, nigga, you got jokes, I got jokes too. You got shot too now, nigga. I could joke.
I'm saying you got shot more than me though.
Yes, I did, but you still got shot too, nigga.
I know, but they wasn't trying to dead me like they were trying to dead you though.
Look, nigga, I had beef with
They
niggas.
shot you in your head, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, they were trying to make your talk smooth off.
Nigga, so them niggas shot you in the head, bro. You right though. You right.
Yo,
I-
this is not funny. I'm not laughing. This is my brother-in-law's like
yeah.
Like, this is the jokes that we have. I used to joke on them all the time. Now, I guess payback's a bitch.
Yeah,
Because when it rains, it pours, and when it snows, I'm sore.
ain't that a fact? Bars. That shit crazy though. And I know your shit worse because you got hit in the hip, right?
Well, remember, I got nerve damage, so I can't even feel my foot.
Uh, I got nerve damage too, but differently. But shit,
Really?
nigga.
Oh yeah, your shoulder and shit, right?
Well, now that remember, this shit was a centimeter from my heart, bro. It went through and through.
No offense, I can't remember that. I didn't know you was a centimeter from your heart. What's the first
I
thing I said?
mean,
You got shot in the head.
nigga said, nigga, I ain't know about the heart. I know you got shot in the head. Well, yeah. I feel you. I mean, that's pretty much niggas like, oh, you got shot in the head, nigga. That's a kill shot. There's no.
All them niggas try to.
They tried to take you out. They wasn't playing.
Nigga said, "Put down, dollar."
Son. I remember that night, son. I tried to stab niggas and anything, son.
At least you got that far.
Well, now, because I used to carry an ox, right? Or an ox. Damn, I'm dating myself. A knife. And I don't know. It was you know the chrome and black joint that niggas sell at Walmart, the buck.
Yeah.
So I used to keep that on my right hip. I used to scare the fuck out of niggas. I used to tell them they don't want to get put on what's called the hood weight loss program, which was I would carve niggas like a turkey, right? So niggas are like, all right, nah, I ain't trying to get put on the hood weight loss program. So that ass, huh? So I'm like, all right, niggas see me like when niggas rob me, basically is what happened. And this is why I can understand distrust for females, because what happened was the shorty set me up. So I was in the Trey 4, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, right? I had to go get me a bottle of water. But so I was in the Trey 4, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and I'm kicking up dust or whatever, right? And let's see, somebody said, oh, she in the building, bam. I got sick. My ex had her hair. Damn. Damn. But she went through something too.
Hold on, I had to get me a bottle of water.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm about to go get me one. I might have to have you. I cut this off shortly because I got an actual training, but I might not cut that off for that neither because this is a juicy. So, oh shit, I forgot my wife damn rearranged the fucking kitchen. I mean the pantry. Yo, you gotta come see this shit, bro. She rearranged the pantry. Mm-hmm. Hold up, let me see if I could turn on the camera right quick. You see, she rearranged the pantry, bro. So.
Oh yeah.
Remember, all this shit went straight across. Now it's on the side. Said he know he ain't never coming back. We co-parent and grandparent quite well. I pride myself on I refuse to be the crazy baby mother. So see, that's the thing. But if you're married again now is what we're looking at, because if you're currently single, yes, there's a different dynamic, and I can't really speak to that dynamic, because it's not a marriage. It's a boyfriend and a girlfriend, right? And so I can't respect a boyfriend and a girlfriend because there's no authority for the man because he's not the husband. She's not a missus, so she don't belong to him, right? She belonged to the streets, my nigga. That's
Yo, I was gonna bring somebody else up. And
you want to bring somebody up?
No, I'm talking about in the topic. I was gonna bring somebody.
Oh else. Yeah, nigga, do what you do.
But you know this fucking person.
Okay.
and you know this fucking person, and you
Hold
know,
on, one second before you go there, babe. She's working. Let's see where she put the damn water.
tell my sister I said what up.
I will. She working right now. Oh damn, I'm blind as a bat. If there's a snake that fucking bit me, the water right here. Yeah. She got this damn Poland Spring shit. I actually like the Walmart water.
Oh man.
Poland Spring be tasting dirty.
Welcome to Good Burgers, home of the Good Burgers. Can I take your order?
Mm. Mm. Where was I? But yeah, son. So like, bring up that person. You
Nah, bro, because I ain't trying. I'm not
ain't gotta bring
trying.
up no names. Don't nobody else know who the fuck they are. We
But,
do.
but they'll know if they listen to this shit.
Nigga, they ain't gonna listen to this shit. Most of the niggas I know don't listen to me.
So we got one person who's with this chick for years, and then they're not married or anything. She has her kid. She has her kids.
Mm-hmm.
Then he end up getting her pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
See, you saying because you know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Yes, the fuck you do. We I'll call him Fat Boy. Yeah, see?
That's the perfect name. So no one will know who Fat Boy is.
But he'll know because I'm the only motherfucker that say Fat Boy to him. But nah, it's not even in a derogatory way that I was trying to speak about it. It's the simple fact that now he has a kid with her, right?
Right.
And they're not married. And he, and he take care of the household. He was taking care of the household. He still is taking care of the household. I'm not gonna say he was. And it was
Okay.
like the respect factor wasn't there.
Well, man, I can't tell that nigga that married.
You said what?
But
You said what?
I was gonna say I can't tell that situation. But that's what I'm saying. I don't think the respect factor was there for a multitude of reasons.
What do you? All right, what's one reason?
Come on, bro. We talked about this shit.
I'm saying
We keep it all the way when that. I don't know. I'll go there.
Yeah, but I'm saying what's one reason? I'm not telling you to disclose names and information. Just
No. That's what I'm saying. But niggas is in their 40s selling bud unsuccessfully.
All right. I mean, see, I don't know. See, damn. I thought it would be something that I could jump on after. I can't. I don't know nothing about that.
Nigga.
Well, I mean, I know about the doing the bud part, but unsuccessfully, I don't know about that. Because I thought it was successful. That's
okay.
I don't know. I'm lost. You know something that I don't.
I guess you know something that I don't.
Hey man, shit. One reason I'm gonna say this is the reason I'm gonna say. One reason I'm gonna say if the mother, your girlfriend, don't show you the respect, how you expect kids to show you the respect?
Well, that's true.
Vice versa too. If the father don't show, his wife or his girlfriend respect, how you expect his kids to show them respect? Like it all trickles back to the parents.
Um, yeah. Um, I mean, it depends though, because another situation where the father don't respect the mother for shit, but the children respected the mother until they were of age.
Yeah.
Even if they didn't want to deal with her. And you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I do
Yeah.
now. I do now. I do now.
Yeah. So I can't say that
Yeah.
because the father made sure that until they were adults, they had to respect their mother.
Uh-huh. Nah,
Now,
and you
because they
know,
respected their father,
but you know what? I understand that too, and I'm gonna tell you why. And I think I'm a little bit more able to go more into this, right?
okay,
So it all boils down to back to your parents. So he did that with them, right? The relationship between uh him and his mother was a rocky one.
okay,
You understand? Because I know,
understood.
I know because I know exactly who you're talking about, and
Right,
I can say you're talking about my brother, and I understand because the same thing. All right, you're gonna have respect for your mother, right? It doesn't. Once you get of age, it is what it is. We're talking about somebody who stopped talking to his mother for like 4 or 5 years.
okay,
I did the same thing because there are certain things that you certain things you have to take as a kid that you don't take as an adult. It's just it's just how it be, you know.
right,
But at the same time, you have to figure out them relationships again. The relationships where like me and my mother, we didn't get along for a long time. My mother my mother put me out, went into the shelter and all that other shit, and I was lied on and all this other shit. Like it was a whole bunch of shit.
right,
Now I talk to my mother. I keep it a stack, and realize like okay, I can deal with you, but I can't deal with you up close and for so long.
right,
We have that. We get together. It's love. It's cool, and there, and then we go about our business. Same thing with my pops. First time I seen him was when I got shot. Well, first time I seen him since we stopped talking was when I got shot.
right,
Cool. You came up here. You did your fatherly duty, your parental duties. You came and made sure your son was still good and you're alive and kicking and okay. Cool. That's it. We done. Now I'm not going
right,
to disrespect you, but what else do we say now? I'll be cordial with you, but the trust that a person have with their parents, sometimes a parent can make it where a kid don't trust them no more.
right.
You feel me? What's they call it? Empty promises,
Mm,
right? A lot of shit can go into empty promises, lying on somebody, threatening them in a certain type of way. There's a whole bunch of things that can go into why a person will flip out. Because I flipped out when I was a kid. You know what I mean? Like I flipped out because I
right.
thought he was disrespecting my mother.
Mm,
You feel me? I
right,
disrespected the person that raised me because I'm like, oh, you're not gonna talk about my mother. Only to grow up and realize, oh shit, my mother is like, like, oh, you wasn't saying nothing wrong. This is how my mother fucking actually is.
mm,
Sometimes you have to see that shit for yourself,
right,
and then you know how to deal with them from then on out. Okay, so this is how you are. This is how we gonna be. Yeah, you want to see your grandkid? Come see your grandkid. You want to come over to the house? Come over to the house. Cool. Well, I don't want to be like these fucking black people that just let their parents die and shit in a home and shit and all the other shit. Like, nah.
Hmm.
As much as I don't fuck with them, like son said, you deal with them in doses.
Right.
I'm gonna go handle this. I gotta take this call.
Yeah, handle business, bro. So again, looping it back around, because we're moving the goals a lot, and I like conversations like these, right? So we will be having more husbands united, and I'm gonna bring different people who are husbands up and have different conversations from the perspective of a husband. I think it's important that we do things like this, right? Because as husbands, we are viewing things differently, right? I was having a conversation. My homie never let his mom see his son, and she died never meeting her only son's firstborn. Damn. But sometimes you got to stick to that, right? And in reality, I'll say again, sometimes, and that's why I'm not absolving them. Women can be fucked up, right? And this is why men have to be absolutely strong. Why do I say that? Very much like I told y'all, my wife is a daddy's girl. Her daddy taught her she only knew nigga for one thing. But then, let me tell you something. He pulled me to the side and said, listen, I know you with my daughter. You say you love her, da da da. You only married. Look, if you ever get my daughter pregnant, make sure you go to the courthouse and put yourself on child support. And I said, why? He said, listen, that's my daughter and I love her. But these women can be some vindictive bitches. So I'm telling you, man to man, how to protect yourself. And so I took that to heart. Um, so I think we need these types of conversations because there's a lot of shit out there that's from bitter men. Just like all this black men ain't shit is obviously coming from bitter bitches. This shit is also coming from bitter men, right? So we got to stop spewing this vitriol so that our men don't look at women as bitter women all the time and move with caution, and our women don't move like crabs in a barrel trying to be men, right? Um,
But hold up, time out. No. I'm sorry. I agree with everything else you say except the crabs in the barrel.
why?
Because you can't say crabs in the barrel because crabs don't belong in a barrel.
And touche.
So people talking about you got that crabs in the barrel mentality. Well, the fuck do you mean? Where do you find crabs in the barrel? You don't. You
They
put
got
them.
placed there.
You put them in there.
Mm-hmm.
So other than that, like there's a lot of bitter women out there. There's a lot of fucking bitter ass fucking guys out there. But then you do have some that are looking for that person to alleviate some of the pain. Like the one thing I will say, and I told my wife this shit. I say, don't expect me to make you happy because you got to be happy with yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
You can't expect me to come and make you happy and you're not happy with yourself.
That's a big fact.
Like,
I mean, listen, we go through it all the time, bro. I trust me, man. I definitely deal with certain shit, and then there's certain shit you be like, damn, I kind of got to deal with it on my own.
you do, yeah, you do. But and that's the good part about having people, like-minded people who would listen. And that's another thing that people have to understand. Sometimes people don't need a rebuttal from you. They just need somebody to listen.
Mm-hmm.
Some things I might not be able to say to my wife. I have to call you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, bro, fucking motherfucking car doing Spitfire had me almost crash because I started having PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell my wife that because then she's not gonna want me to fucking go to work.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's shit. You have to know when to listen. You got to know when advice is warranted. You have to know when to stand on your own 10. You got to know how to accept things that you cannot control.
You got to know when to hold on.
I don't
Know
fold.
when to fold on. No, let me stop.
I just bust. Goddamn it. but
Nah, I feel you.
but you know that's it. Like yo, for real, there are so many guys that's been hurt by their mother, and that shit drips into their relationship. And there's been so many females that's been hurt by their mother or their father, and that shit drips. And then they get
Mm-hmm.
with guys and they do even more damage, or they get with these girls and they do even more damage to their psyche. And then the next person got to play the cleanup guy. So on trying to get to know this person, now you're playing Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
The one little argument you get into, don't put your hands on me, I'll call the police. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why? Who's putting their hands on you? Like, what the fuck did
Right.
you go through? That's sad. That's a sad reality.
Right.
But I'm gonna let you take this from here. You got it for
Yeah,
the
I got to get going actually. So I'm about to be on this other webinar I actually got to do for training to move into management like I'm trying to do, bro. So hopefully I'll get that knocked out.
we gotta
So
get this
I guess.
round table popping too.
Hmm.
We gotta get the round table popping.
Yeah, man, we can do that later today, man. When I'm finished with this, I'll hit you back. And now that you see the concept pops, let's get it, man. So everybody in listening right now or in the clouds, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, contribute to channel growth by donating. Hit the Cash App. You can schedule a one-on-one appointment with a licensed financial professional, or you can purchase life insurance directly up to $1 million with no medical exam and an instant decision. The links are in the description. With that being said, wipe ass, work in progress every day and see success. Wipe ass, work in progress every day and see success. Wipe ass, work in progress every day and see success. And when people challenge you, they don't challenge you to challenge you, but they challenge you to challenge you. What say you, brother? Before I close out.
Yo, go ahead, follow me. This is your boy Chronicle Mac. Perfect Imperfection Studio. Right now, I'm redoing my site to focus more on the married side of my life and helping other people and get this insurance. We all need insurance. We got to make sure that the youth behind us can have something when we go that we can pass on to them. Y'all be safe out there. Y'all be good. This is your boy.
No doubt. So again, when people challenge you, they don't challenge you to challenge you, but they challenge you to challenge you. Accept the challenge. Salute. I'm out.